All right. I got some time to kill. I don't even know if I'm live yet. We got some time to kill. I'm gonna go on the road here in a couple hours. So I decided I'd hop on live here. Who's gonna join me at 10:52 in the morning on a fucking Friday, but we'll see. We'll see. Let me give everyone a chance. What's up, Albert? I'm just screwing around here until I head off onto the road here in probably a couple hours, 2 or 3 hours, I think. It's about 14 hours. Haircut. That's right. I got a haircut. What's up, Rudy? I think it's about a 14-hour drive. I could probably cut off an hour or two from that if I, go 85 in a 70. I wouldn't go higher than 85 in a 70. Honestly, I wouldn't push it past 80. There's no sense in getting a ticket on this thing. My real question is, I'm going to be looking at Yellowstone the whole time, and I'm bringing a fucking metal detector with me. Why am I bringing a metal detector? Can't use it in Yellowstone. I'll get fucking yelled at, right? I'll get kicked out. The one thing I could do with it is it can get compact, I think. I can kind of put it in a bag. I think it separates. I can put it in a bag, take it with me across the Madison, and then use it over there looking for, I guess, an emerald ring. But I feel like somebody would see me with walking around with a metal detector, and then I don't want to get banned from Yellowstone. Fuck that. So, did I ever tell you guys when I went camping there about the teenage girls? We almost got banned from Yellowstone permanently because the girls wouldn't put the shit away in our bear boxes. Like Ashley and I would go get firewood. Indeed, no, yeah, not yet. Go get firewood. Okay, so Ashley and I will go get firewood at the little office thing they have near the campsites. And when we come back, they're getting yelled at for not putting food away in the bear boxes that they got out. And like I must have told them 75 fucking times, don't leave food out. And like the ranger had to come yell at me, like, if you don't listen to this, we're going to just kick you out of Yellowstone and never welcome you back. I was like, holy shit, girls, you can't get me banned from Yellowstone. Dark had a stream last night. He had some chill music on in the background. How the fuck do you do that? And fuck yeah, we're smoking. I got a long drive ahead of me. I'm smoking sativa. Whew. I just wanted to hop on and chit chat with you guys for an hour or two and go over kind of like details. Where should I go while I'm there? Is there any other spots that you guys want checked out? If for nothing else than to just see if it has the wow factor of what we would think the site would be. One of the emails that I asked Jack about that he responded to me about was, does it have the wow factor? Essentially is what I said. And it does. I'm going to say I'm live right now on Facebook just so people can know. Ben is live right now on YouTube, prepping for his Yellowstone trip. There. That is the extent of advertising, just so people know, because we never go on this. What is it? It's 11 a.m. on a fucking Friday. Yeah, like. We'll post that. There we go. Now I've done everything I need to do. I don't even think Ashley knows I'm going live. She's doing a bunch of errands for me so that there's no issues. Take care of the kids so we can get me out of here in a quick and expedited way. It's hard setting up a plan to fucking go across the country when you have 5 kids that are now just back in school. But Ashley is being a trooper for me and taking care of all that. So, yay. All I know is I want to have people come up to me when I'm at Bullwinkle's or Wild West or the Buffalo Bar and just come say hi, have a drink with me. I'm going to get shitty, like wasted. like white girl wasted. But I handle my shit better in person than like on some stream. Like I've gone back and watched a couple of these old streams of me drinking, and oh boy, I am a slurrer. What's up, devil? Yeah, I figured I'd get a haircut right before I head to Yellowstone. Plus, it was just so long. It's function over fashion. God damn, it was so like hot in my head, temperature-wise. It was just ridiculous. So this was a very necessary haircut, simply just so I could have my head breathe. Oh man, guys, so I do want maybe like a little top 3 list as we chill here this afternoon or morning or whatever you want to call it, of places to go. So obviously I'm going to go to my spot again. I'm going to go to Pebble Creek because strangely enough, I had a couple of different rangers inside the park tell me, have you checked out Pebble Creek? And they were all aware of the fact that I was there looking for the old Fenn spot. So strangely enough, I had 2 different rangers tell me like, hey, you should check out Pebble Creek. And they didn't say go check out Pebble Creek because of Fenn's treasure, but like they both were aware of the Fenn treasure within that conversation and both randomly later brought up Pebble Creek. So for whatever reason, I feel like I have that like inkling to go to Pebble Creek and just check out the area. It's something I haven't put a solve together for. Like I'd get to Pebble Creek, I would pull the book out, I would pull my screenshots of maps up because phones won't work in there. And I'll just look and see if it kind of fits the poem. You got bear spray. So I got bear spray. Of course I got bear spray. What do you think this is? Amateur hour here? Fucking amateur hour here? Where's my bear spray? You know what though? Maybe I forgot to pack it. Might be in my other backpack. Oh shit, did I forget to pack my bear spray? Yo, Sled, I'm actually glad you said that. Let me make sure I have my fucking bear spray. I mean, I can always just get more, but I could have sworn I hid it in. That's what he said. But seriously, I could have sworn I fucking put this shit in. Fucking, I got my insect repellent. Where the fuck is? Here it is. I'd be fucked if I had to look this long for my. Well, obviously this would be on my belt, but yeah. So I got the bear spray. We're good. We're good. A close one though. Insect repellent can go fucking back out here and go fuck itself. It sprayed me. Turn it on. Oh, that's a familiar smell. All right. Anyway, I got the bear spray. We're good. Got the bear spray. I got the motels too, so I brought my Xbox just so I figure, if I'm not searching and if I'm not drinking all the time, what else the hell am I going to do at night there? So I brought my Xbox as well. Have you checked the best before? Yeah, no, it's a brand new, well, shit, maybe I should check. I thought this was, I'm fairly certain this is brand new, but. Yeah, April 2024, we're good. But that's smart last second thinking. Like that's kind of shit that I might forget to check. So good looking out, Slide. Good looking out. Did anybody happen to catch Dark's stream last night? I bring that only because he had this fucking music playing, and I want to know how you just put in chill music in the background. Like I could just do this here. Writing music. Let's see. Tell me how the sound is on that. I'm not going to keep with this music, but I'm just curious how like the sound is on the background. I mean, there's only 15 of you, so I don't know how many of you all are chatting, but somebody tell me if the music is good. Not the quality of music, just the sound. If you can even hear it. It's good? Okay. Right. Well, let's pick up some good music then, right? This isn't chill. Let's do epic writing music, right? Let's do epic writing. 2 hours of powerful music. We'll just try it like that. It sucks. What sucks? Does the music suck? The music does suck, but does the volume suck is the question. There's been a sow with Cubs in the area. Ooh, when you say area, are you talking Madison, Sludneck? Because that, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I won't get a copyright strike. They'll just send me like a thing that says, hey, you need to take down the music or whatever, or the segment that had the music. And if that's this whole stream, who cares? We're just doing this live to talk and have fun. It's fine. I don't want to, you know, if I'm going to get a copyright strike, that's different, but I don't think I will if I'm just playing music, right? I hear it done all the time. Music sucks, just talk. Well, damn, Susie Fenhaven is on one today, Susie. I can't wait for your show tonight. I'm gonna lower the volume a little bit. So it's just a little bit in the back. Oh, so Sledneck is saying there's been, fuck me, man. So with Cubs, Madison to 7 Mile, which is basically not my search area, but is my search area. So that fucking sucks. See, I was debating whether or not, I'm going to show you guys here. I'll show you guys. I'm going to go right here. Let me see if I can do this. Yeah. So I'm going to go back to my spot, you know, where I hopped across the Madison, my tree's over here. But I was thinking if I keep going to this little lake here, it's about 2,700 feet straight shot south if I wanted to go to the middle right here in this rocky area. About 2,400 feet to get here. Half a mile. That doesn't seem outlandish for Fenn to do twice. Fuck me if that looks strenuous, especially because of all that down tree. Like, it'd be slow going. And again, bears. I just, this place feels like it reeks of fucking bears. So I don't know if I want to go here. I really, really want to go here, but I want a group of people. I want to see if I can meet up with some of y'all in Yellowstone and get you guys to look with me, because I'm not doing that shit by myself. Fuck that. I mean, maybe we could go on Niche Creek Trail. I suppose we could do that, but like, I just don't think it's there. If anything, that's a clue along the way, but I don't think it was there. All right, no music is distracting. Fine. Fair enough. The people have spoken. Then I just go back to weed. The music will play in my head. Have you guys seen that website with the blogger who actually went to that lake? Have you guys seen that, or you want to get the link, or you want me to pop it up live? I mean, it's a pretty interesting set of pictures. If anything near the Madison looks like a picturesque spot to die, this place would be it. It has the requirement of water, which I think is necessary. Water has so much to do with just life, rebirth. Maybe it's even part of the death process. Like, I think water has to be at the location within eyesight. And so I really, really loved this dude's spot that he claims he saw footsteps like on June 6th, June 7th. Let me bring it up. You guys decide. Go back to screen share here. Share. All right. So prior to its discovery, I had been searching for the Forest Fenn treasure for 7 years. Yada, yada, yada. his 2 days of searching were on June 6th and June 7th. Okay. And look at this. This is fucking gorgeous right here. I'm sorry. That's fucking gorgeous. That's a place to die. I think it's unnamed. It's certainly got solitude going for it. And if we check the, little bit of the ground here, it's interesting. He's saying he saw human footprints here. I'm assuming he's talking about something like right there. Looks like a human footprint, possibly up here. But I again, it's so hard to tell in these pictures, right? And then these goggles. I don't know what goggles would have to do with anything. That see, if Jack doesn't wear goggles, that just means another human was here and it has nothing to do with Jack. So, that it's interesting, but the location is dope as hell. Hold on, photos and video. Let me do that. Okay. Like, check this out. Like that would be coming in from directly from the Mount Haynes overlook. If you did the straight shot, this would be like the first view you'd see coming up to the lake. And then, I mean, look at that. It's just gorgeous. And I think this is a cloudy day and you're still getting that color out of the water. I want to go see what the fuck this thing is. Whatever this is, I mean, this just all looks interesting to me. I really want to walk over there and look at that. This is from the other side, so the Madison River is flowing along there. There's that rock in the middle of the lake that I kind of want to look at too. I mean, it's just a very nice area. It's not too dense. Yeah, look at that. It's a cloudy day. It's green. There's color everywhere. It's just, it seems like a good place to lay your bones. It really does. And it feels like a place that's all your own. It's an interesting lodge. Just shooting at the top there. Look at that fucking down. I mean, this is just, no matter what way you go, you're gonna be walking over so much shit. Good luck running away from a bear in that. There's a little closer image. See, I definitely think that's a footprint right there. Shading has something to do with it, though. It's hard to tell. He could have made that fucking footprint and took a picture of it. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to trust people. Anyway, I thought it's an interesting site. In a world of no information, it was not the worst thing. I think it's a contender. How the poem exactly brings you to that spot, go back to his website and check it out. I'll post the link to it so you can give yourself a fair look. Where the fuck is it? Did I just X out of it? I X'd out of it. My bad, guys. I'm an idiot. Go find it. Whoopsie daisy. Oh, Paul, you swam in that lake. Dope, dude. Okay, so I'm guessing you searched the shit out of that area. You didn't find anything. But fuck, dude. What is it as nice as it looks on pictures? Better in real life? A little underwhelming in real life? I'd be curious to know. Is it worth walking to? And did it feel safe? The spot doesn't need to be gorgeous. I agree, Albert. It doesn't. It's just got to mean something to Fenn more than look gorgeous to us. I totally understand. However, I did clarify that with Jack. And Jack did say there is a awe factor to the location. Now, that's all relative. Is there an awe factor to looking down Madison Canyon? I guess. You know what I mean? So who knows? Oh. Someone should stop by a computer shop I'm working at in Idaho Falls on your way and buy some stuff. You know what, Mark? I may need some cables or some cords or some electronic gizmos and who's-its and was-its. Leave a comment on this video afterwards and maybe we can exchange info or something. I don't know that I'll be really stopping by your computer store, but I do remember driving through Idaho Falls and being bored to shit. So what's bothering people on Friday at the Chase? I've noticed there's just feels like there's a tension in the air as some folks are heading to Yellowstone or heading in other places. Is Yellowstone some big distraction now, or are the real players somewhere else? Well, we're all putzing away looking for trail cams. Like, I don't know. y'all are funny. This whole fucking community is funny as shit to me. And it's been a pleasure to be as neutral as I can be in a group of folks that are so passionate and determined that their way is the right way, whatever that topic is. So I didn't even know our president was speaking right now. And you know what? They're all idiots. So what are you going to do? We're living in the last few decades of whether and I'm not talking about things were better in the past or worse in the past. I'm just saying we're living in the last couple of decades here of the America or world we have come to know on a day-to-day process. I think things are changing very quickly. Come back with some answers, Kevin. I'd love to. That's my goal. I don't normally do. I mean, yes, I do. What am I talking about? I was about to say I don't normally do a double camping idea or go back to Yellowstone twice in a month. I haven't specifically done that with Yellowstone, but I certainly have been known to get out of the house multiple times in a month to go camp or do something, drive. I love road trips. They calm me. I like listening to my music. It's writing process for me too. I am still an aspiring writer here in LA, and I find on these kind of road trips with the right music, you could just, I mean, I've had some epiphanies with some of the stuff I've written and I'm preparing, and most of those came on road trips. So it is Friday. What's up, Dark? Dog food lid, right? It took me. We are a weird bunch of people. We are, Albert. We really are. I'm slowly becoming part of it. Yeah, Mark, like there may be like as I'm driving, I might go, ah shit, I forgot something. And I'll stop in if that's the case. Otherwise, make the I think it's what is it, like another 45 minutes, or is it like 2 hours to West Yellowstone from Idaho Falls? Otherwise, come down, say hi. Come up and say hi, I guess, right? Come over and say hi. I don't fucking know. If you are not on the North Fork of the Shoshone River, stinking water, you're not even close, but could be wrong. Time will tell. Well, listen, Devil. I mean, I said the same thing about my Colorado spot before, we found out where it was. I think all of us think these things. Fenn knew the poem would be able to be deciphered in almost any way possible. And he knew people would be, especially when he says, the true finder will walk with confidence to the chest. He's inciting everyone to feel like they have that confidence. They need that confidence before they go boots on the ground. So if they have gone boots on the ground with that confidence, their solve must be viable. And therefore, I don't want to use the term confirmation bias, but like at some point, something sets in where you got to be right. I am packed, Indy. I'm ready to go. I packed all night last night. I am just chilling for a little bit. Traffic patterns in LA are very strange. Plus, we had some issues with rides with the kids. I wanted to make sure I was here still until all of that was taken care of. It's the first Friday of a new school year. Our oldest wants to do some after school shenanigans, I'm sure. Our second oldest probably wants to get home as soon as possible. And, so we got a lot going on. So I just wanted to make sure things were copacetic. Plus, looking at the timing, if I were to leave right now and I'd get into Yellowstone or West Yellowstone at like 3 or 4 in the morning. That doesn't help me. I'm not going to get into my motel or find a different motel or something if I need. Nothing will be open. I can't get breakfast or anything. So I figure if I push it back a little bit, it helps at the house. Plus, I'll get into West Yellowstone now at like noon or something, which is a lot easier for me because Saturday is going to be chill. I want to do the poker tournament. I want to kind of get my bearings and then chill, basically day drink and sit at the bar all day and have some of y'all searcher people come say hi to me and hang out. And then Sunday for Fenn's. So we'll drink into Saturday night, midnight to Sunday for Fenn's birthday and kind of pour one out for the man, maybe at the Dude at midnight. I'll be live streaming the whole night if I have service. And then Sunday on the 22nd, that's when I'm gonna head inside the park and check some things out. Are you going to attempt the spot I found? It's the exact location the Nickers are obsessing over. Indy, I know you've been talking to me about it, but I don't think you've actually given me a GPS location, or I don't think I've gotten a specific spot from you. You know where I'm going. I'm going to my spot. I call it my spot. I'm sure it's somebody else's spot too, but I'm going to that tree that's in our video. And then I'm hoping to go further south, maybe half a mile to that lake that Paul said he swam in and this man had the website for. Will I be looking at other locations? Yes. Would I like to look at where the Nookers we're looking at? Absolutely. Where's the nearest airport to West Yellowstone? Like, where do you have to drive to go to airport? Like 2 hours to like how far is Bozeman or something? Not that it matters, but like if I wanted to like fly Ashley in quickly, you know what I mean? Like, hey babe, I found something cool. Like, come down here. Where would I fly her into to get to West Yellowstone the quickest? The exact the water bridge, right, the water bridge. Okay, again, you haven't shown me exactly where it is. I believe you know. I believe you have the exact location, but I don't think you've actually told me where it is, Izzy. So if you want to tell me, feel free. I'll go look it up. Bozeman's 2 hours. Okay, so I mean that's not bad. Do you think you could Uber from Bozeman to West Yellowstone? Would an Uber take you 2 hours? Probably, right? I mean that's a nice ditty. West Yellowstone does have an airport. That's interesting too. Worst case scenario. I'm imagining it's expensive. You're going to connect somewhere. This is crazy shit. But yeah, I guess if it needs to happen, it needs to happen. Indy, yeah. If I decide to fly Ashley up, like, or get her to get up, because like I'm gonna be in Yellowstone. I'm doing this. I'm gonna be there for a while, boys and girls, and so if Ashley does decide to drive up or hop on a plane because I want her to get up because there's something important, then yeah, Indy, she'll bring you with. Yeah, see, it's expensive to fly into. I guess you would have to debate the plane ticket into West Yellowstone versus a plane ticket into Bozeman, then also what an Uber would cost or what the reasonable way you'd get to West Yellowstone would cost from Bozeman. Renting a car seems, we don't need it. I'll have my, there's, honestly, I'd have to find something fucking amazing to tell Ashley to do all this. And yeah, you can't leave your bed. I know you were kind of kidding, Indy, but you never know if there was something like if I flew Ashley up, it's because I found something of intrinsic and historical value. Connection in Utah to West Yellowstone. Okay, I mean that's not too bad. That's an easy connection. It's not like going to Dallas or something to connect to go to Bozeman or something. That'd be fucking annoying. Right, Richard. Right. Yeah, JK, I'm still at home. I'm heading out a little later in the day. I want to get into West Yellowstone Saturday at an hour when businesses are actually open. If I left now, I would just get in the middle of the night, and that's not helpful to anybody. You sent me the Indy. You might have told me the exact spot. When I say sending me the exact spot, I mean send me a GPS pin that I can put right into maps. If you can send me that, that'd be fantastic. Otherwise, take a screenshot of the map with the pin in that, and then I can determine where that is on a map. Just send that to me, and I can figure it out. But that's what I need for precision. Plus, I'm fucking doing a last second drive to West Yellowstone. Like, things are hectic. I don't have everything in front of me and shit. My brain's going 1,000 miles a minute and 2 inches an hour. So. I don't doubt that you have the exact spot, Indy. I'm just saying I don't remember being able to look at the exact spot on the map. Who says I don't have a private plane, Paul? Let's check my phone. Make sure people aren't like getting the whole. No, see, nobody fucking cares about me. Oh, and I'm gonna quit smoking on this Yellowstone trip. I'm gonna try that again, so that'll be nice. You guys still haven't said one. I don't trust your stoner ADD crossing the underwater bridge. Indy. Like, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. No offense to anybody else on the chase. We all have an ego, right? I know that there are people in this chase who have gone boots on the ground hundreds of times, right? I've camped hundreds of times. I've been on archaeological digs numerous times. I live in nature. I'll be fine. I'm not worried about me. Of all the people on this chase to be worried about in nature, I'm one of the last ones to worry about, despite my disposition. Dark. I was wondering if someone was going to get it. Well done, Dark. Well done. I'm a bastion of movie quotes, especially if the treasure hunted related. How about this one? It's got friends. He slams something on the table like, it's got friends. Worst ending in a movie. Which ending? National Treasure? What are you talking about? National Treasure's ending is fantastic. If I see the Nookers, I will say hi to the Nookers. I like how they've deemed themselves the Nookers. I know we on the outside have called themselves that, but in some of the drops that our fellow chasers have dropped with information and text messages, it seems like they call themselves the Nookers. Well, Indy, I'll say whose voice that was after someone guesses the movie incorrectly or correctly. And no Googling, it's got friends. It probably won't even help you. But it should be a very obvious choice. Whoa. The worst ending in a series is not Lost, Z-Rap boy. I feel like you're trolling me, bruh. Oh, Bridge to Terabithia. Oh, got you, Indy, got you. And no, the ending of Lost is not bad. It's just misunderstood. I'll debate that till the day I die. Jason said he finished Lost, I guess, in like 2 weeks now. He's done. Nope, it wasn't Venom. I was doing an older movie from the 90s. All right, nobody guessed it. I'll just say it's Jack Palance who says it. It's got friends. Come and get me, come and get me, come and get me. What's that? Come on. I should at least play that fucking clip. I don't give a fuck about copyright. We'll take that clip out of the video. Come and get me. I was about to say the name of the movie. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I'm going to full screen this shit, y'all. Oh, God. I fucking love this movie so much. Oh, I love this fucking movie. All right, let's do share screen. Oh no, what, why is like the volume? Is this like muted? What the fuck? Well, this is some BS, man. How come the comments don't say, what the fuck? Well, I gotta figure this out now, guys. I'm sorry. Like nothing's muted. Oh. Okay. All right. Okay. It's just really low. I gotta. Is there a better version? Nope. All right, fine. Fuck it. All right. We do this again. And this. She wants the boys to do something together. I hope you can hear this. I'm like putting my speaker up to my webcam. I don't know if you guys can hear this. I'm gonna watch the clip though. Oh, the missing corner. And this is the end of the movie. They've already found the treasure. It was fake. Buried here in 1909. L. Washburn. What did you do? Draw this yourself? No. Yes, he doesn't believe him. See, he's not going back. That just sounds like all of us. Boom. Come and get me. Come and get me. I mean, if that doesn't describe the fucking chase in one movie scene, I don't know what does. Love that shit. I don't know if you guys heard it or not. Ah, now that's loud. Let's ooh, jeepers creepers. I use something from YouTube. They're just gonna give me the whole little, okay, you need to take it down, blah blah blah, and that's fine. I will. I don't care. It was worth it. Come on, we're talking about buried treasure here. Oh, Z-Rap, I was joking about Lost. Albert, you were promised a wrench. Were you? Everybody, y'all with the wrenches. It's got friends. Doesn't that just seem like a Forrest Fenn type character too? I mean, in a weird way, like it's obviously a movie. It's a little bit more intense, but I don't know. I think it's, I love City Slickers too. City, you know what? I should download that. Well, actually, I'm bringing my Xbox, so I have movies to watch at night. I'm gonna watch that when I'm in Yellowstone. I suggest all of you watch City Slickers 2 tonight in honor of me and Forrest Fenn, but mostly me. What are the chances I run into a bear? I'm putting him at an even 3-1, like a 33% shot. Dark, I love the music edition, but you got to change the soundtrack up. It was the same song looped, wasn't it? You got to get like 10 songs that sound just like that. There's a pile of gold bars near the Great Sand Dunes. Yeah, so I've heard. You need a good map. Well, you needed a good map in City Slickers 2. You needed a good map in National Treasure. Both movies had a fake ending. And we are sitting here 1 year and 2 months after the find and wondering what the fuck our ending was. So is it that crazy to think that there might be a second ending here? I mean, shit, man. Do we just want there to be a second ending? Do we want there to be a second chest? We just want the chase? Duh, obvious. I don't know. I think it's more than just wishful thinking at this point. I think there's enough shenanigans in the air to at least warrant the idea that, okay, maybe nothing nefarious is going on. Maybe all these weird things are happening because there is not a cover up, but a hiding of a cool twist, fun second part that would be spoiled if everyone knew it was coming. And frankly, you could double down on that and go, and I don't care if people think the chase is over. Good, fine. Then the true believer will find the second chest. And that's the kind of guy I want to find the chest anyway. Somebody who's watched City Slickers 2 and National Treasure and Mad, 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 Mad World and understands the intricacies of a twist to a treasure hunt. Oh, you got to preload a bunch into OBS and oh God, you're right. I know it's way too much. It's a ton of work, yeah. But that one song was dope, though, I will say. And I bet you didn't plan on being on for that long, too. So it worked, though. I had it on the whole time. I was playing MLB The Show while I was waiting for my laundry to finish. I did my own laundry, and I was playing the show, and that was great background music, and you playing chess and whatnot. Am I sounding like Banana? well, let's just use real names. If I'm sounding like Barbara, I'll say this. Barbara thinks there's a joke ending and that she is the butt of the joke and therefore the focus of the joke and the true, person. Barbara can think that. I happen to disagree with her, but that, she happens to disagree with my take that it's in Yellowstone. Like we're all allowed to disagree with each other. So, Barbara can do Barbara. I don't even want to call people, I like the whole banana thing only because Forrest Fenn talks about bananas, but there's no sense in putting it in Barbara. Well, wait, what makes her any crazier than me? I mean, I'm not suing, but you know what? If you believe strong enough, country is founded on the idea that you can have recourse in a court of law. So again, who am I? I know that I disagree, but I've said it before in the past, would we have Jack Stoops' name without that specific lawsuit? It's interesting, right? The reason I don't harp on her is because from what I can see, it doesn't look like she's ever trying to attack the family. She's not trying to bring them into this. She has her beliefs. That's fine. I don't know. She may do some weird shenanigan tactics that I have no clue about, but I just see her as harmless. That's all. But that's me. I don't know. That's just my take. If you put yourself on YouTube, I will say this: be prepared. I mean, come on. How many names have I been called since we went on a month ago? I'm a drunk, stoner, loser, lazy piece of shit. I don't know anything. Blah 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 blah. You got to have a little bit of thick skin. People are always going to talk. Some people talk shit and they don't even mean it. They just talk shit to talk shit. Like you have to be able to decipher those people too. It's a rat race out there. You live your best life. Everything else is bullshit. Is that you, babe? Yeah. Hi. My computer is running slow now. That's not good. I better not click anything. So what are the chances of finding an emerald ring laying on the ground in a national park in the middle of the woods without a metal detector? Hi. Oh, you're looking at my haircut?
Yeah, it's so short.
It's so short.
You look cute.
Dark thinks I'm calling him babe.
No, I'm the only babe here.
I told you he had a crush on me, not you.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not looking for any Xterra. I'm looking for a damaged blaze. I'm looking for a fake blaze. I'm looking for an emerald ring. I'm looking for a second box. Listen, Dark, clearing my cache, moving the temporary files, deleting all that, that's too much work. Live a life where you don't have to worry about clearing your internet history. How about that? Just own it, whatever it is. If Ashley wants to go on and look at the porn I look at, that's on her.
Nobody wants to see that, Ben.
I assume not, but you know what? If someone's feeling snoopy, that's on you. Oh, I don't delete evidence. Wait, hold on. What are we talking about now? I'm so confused. Is this live chat, Dillard? I don't know. If it's 11:36 a.m. on the Pacific Coast where you're at, it might be live. If it's 12:36 somewhere in Mountain Time, it might be live. If it's 1:36 in Central Time, it might certainly be live. And if it's 2:36, then fuck, dude, we are live. None of y'all still get okay. So Andy has given me underwater bridge. So I'm gonna go look at underwater bridge. What else? Hmm. Chase evidence. What? I have no chase evidence. My chase evidence is the book and the poem. That's my chase evidence. Ugh. I hate my chase evidence. Which, by the way, reading material, the codex, got to finish it and throw the chase. That's how you prepare to go boots on the ground. And I almost forgot this. My Yellowstone day hikes map, trail map with historical references in it. Richard's watching on 3 devices. Like, that's too much of me. I'm in the same clothes. Dark, feel free, dude. Who cares? It's still COVID. You're still allowed to wear yesterday's clothes, I think. Madison River Lookout would be cool to check out. The big bend in the river below 2 ribbons. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out too, for sure, Bavetta. I have less hope there, but that's also because, you know, I'm convinced of my home of Browns. So, I mean, I guess what's below a mountain? You could consider anywhere really below a mountain, right? But the put in also is the name of the mountain. It's Mount Haynes Overlook. So to me, that's interesting. Rudy says he doesn't think there's direct evidence the exact spot can be found anymore. I mean, I tend to agree. But there are people out there who are insinuating they know. Whether I believe them or not, I'm not sure. And how could they, right? If there is no direct evidence. So I think maybe I'm not going to trust the people who were searching for this treasure chest for years and didn't find it to tell me that there's no direct evidence or there's no way this can be found. That's not at you, Rudy. That's a generality. I'm just saying, like, people miss things, right? People miss details. What looks like a broken piece of bark off the tree or something to one person, to another can look like the damaged blaze and would look harder and maybe find something else, more evidence. You need to find more than one thing, of course, but I'm just saying, I trust no one's eyes but my own. So I think that's how we all should be. True, really, you know, to tell me that there's no direct proof, I get that from Jack. I don't trust Jack. I think Jack has reason to say shit like that. So I don't know if that's necessarily true or not. If I hear it from other people who maybe know for sure they've been to the spot and go, yep, see, there's no direct evidence, I'll go, maybe you missed something. Hell, I agree. You might have found the right spot, but maybe you missed something. Jack found the right spot. Jack walked over the chest and didn't see it, apparently, the first time. Jack looked and found the chest and then looked up and found the blaze. It's very obvious that, you know, what one person misses, another person can see. So forgive me if I'm not going to listen to the community that did not find the chest, including me. But, and you know what? It's not even to it. You know, it's almost like I'm editing a paper or something. I'm editing something that I've written, and I didn't see a couple of the typos. I've looked at this thing 17 times. I've fixed everything. I've fixed things that shouldn't have even been fixed. But Ashley will sit down and she'll see the 2 typos in 5 seconds. What's the explanation? You know what I mean? It's the exact same thing with this. It's the exact same thing. I think it's better off if people search together and look together at the same time, honestly, instead of one person going to an area and another one person going to that same area later. I mean, is that better than nothing? Sure, but I don't know. Yeah, Hell's Half Acre. I might do that. I think I'm in the area long enough. I have time to go there, kind of make a half day out of it, and get back at a reasonable time. Yeah, he could find the fake blaze, but not the real one. Well, maybe that's because the fake blaze was just a little too fake and it was much more easily seen as opposed to the real blaze, which was, I guess, maybe more subtle in nature. And add to that, it was damaged. Remember, the fake blaze wasn't damaged. The fake blaze was intact. It was Jack who dismantled it. And the real blaze was damaged. So by the very nature, it's harder to find. It makes sense that he would find the fake one first. RG, I think you walked right past it. I mean, maybe Rudy did. Maybe Rudy didn't walk far enough. Maybe Rudy had a bug go near his eye at the moment where he could have seen the damaged blaze, and it messed with him for 2 seconds and he kept walking and missed it. That's not his fault. That's shit happens. You know, that's in the shit happens category. And in a little tiny emerald ring, at this point, a year later, if Jack just plopped it right in the exact spot where the chest was, even in the depression, and then just walked away, or plopped it there and put some, you know, whatever you want to, any kind of shit over it to cover it up. What does it look like now, a year later? I'd say there's probably an inch of new shit on it that you'd have to almost move just to even see if the emerald ring is there. And you can't bring a metal detector, so it's going to take a lot. You'd have to really know that a solve to bring you to an exact spot where the chest should be, at least I'd say within 6 feet, and look very hard for that emerald ring, much like Jack had to look very hard in a larger area for a larger prize. We're going to look the same intensity as, and with the same difficulty, but in a much smaller area for a much smaller prize. I think that's what's going on. Hey, babe, are we gonna have lunch?
Yeah.
What are we having?
You want me to make lunch?
I'm an asshole. I just wanted a sandwich.
Okay. Just ask me for a sandwich, baby.
I just felt bad for doing it while I'm live and then leaving.
Yeah, well, you're an asshole.
Jack's too greedy. No way he left anything. I don't know, man. I don't know. Richard, if you can always shake my hand, come down to Yellowstone this weekend. You didn't spend 25 days on the same spot. Like, again, right. Like, and maybe it would take 25 days at the same spot to find the fucking ring. Who knows? But you know, that area is big. I can see why it would take, you don't have that much time to search, in my opinion. You almost time the river like you would like tide, the right time to cross. Less important, but you know, I'd say, okay, you cross the Madison, let's say at 10 in the morning. You got till 3 or 4. That's it. So you got yourself 4 or 5 hours of decent searching. God forbid you're running late. God forbid, you know, then you get there at noon. You only have till 3 or 4. You only got 3 or 4 hours. You got 5 hours, 3 hours, maybe 8 hours if you're really pushing it and you're like, you know, you're on a mission. But you're gonna be tired. You can't do that for too many days in a row. And he didn't. It sounds like he came for like weekends and shit. And they just added up to 25. And he embellishes a little bit. Let's take off 15% of that. So 10% would be 2.5. So 4. Let's make it 21 days. How about 21 days of searching? He did 3 weeks of searching. It's not that much over 2 years. If he's convinced of a spot. You find the ring, make sure you say, that's a real Bobby Dazzler top pocket find. Oh, you fucking bet. There will be no like, here's the ring a few feet away from the spot in which it was found. No, hell no. What I will do is I will film finding that ring. And I will call a lawyer from Canyon Village because I'm still in the park. I haven't left with the ring yet. And I will ask that lawyer, who does this ring belong to? Does it belong to the Forest Fenn estate? Does it belong to Jack Stoof? Does it belong to the park? Do I need to bring it to the superintendent? I will just follow whatever the rules are. I don't care, even if I have to give that ring away. But I will be fucking having videotape of me picking it up, going, that is a top pocket find. And I want to meet the fucking man himself, Gary Drayton, okay? That's what I want out of it. On Oak Island. I want to be on Oak Island with Gary Drayton. That's what I'll do, and I'll bring that emerald ring right to the superintendent like it's supposed to be done. This is how you get shit done, people. How long will you be on? Gonna knock out something quick around the house and we'll return. Dark, I'm gonna be on till probably 1. 1 o'clock will be my hard cutoff. And then I'm probably gonna get on the road right then. And then I might stream again. I'm gonna be streaming a lot for this trip. So I might stream from the hotel. I'm not gonna stream while I'm driving. But I hope I'm gonna be watching Susie Fenhaven tonight. Like I hope y'all do an after party and shit. Give me some entertainment for the drive. Jen says there's no ring out there, and Jen, that's perfectly fine. You know what? If there is no ring out there, that's cool. There's enough to think it might be, and that makes it fun again. So that's how I'm going to play it. Paul says he'll be filming me finding the ring. Paul, you going to be with me? You going to be following me? As long as you agree, we're turning that ring in. Dark, absolutely. I will. I'll message you. Ryan agreed. I want to find that cabin fireplace by 9 Mile. That is a secondary main focus goal for me. And again, the bears are the only thing I'm worried about. But if I can find anything, I'd love to find that. If nothing else, it's an archaeological site for sure. Which kind of fits the descriptions, doesn't it? Just saying. Dark, my computer's going so fucking slow right now. The kids like installed a bunch of games and stuff. So I'm clicking on to like Facebook to message you, but like I'm getting like a circle of death. It's taking forever. Yeah, there's also I gotta say, I don't know. I don't want to make it about candy, but like there is some weird shit on YouTube popping up like disparaging her. That shit should stop right away. Dark, I'm getting to your name, dude. It's just taking forever. It's gonna be 1 o'clock by the time like it loads up to your fucking name. When I get back, I'm like defragging this computer, wiping it, and new rules, babe. Like D's Roblox just kills my computer for some reason. If y'all are seeing how slow, it's like I'm on a Macintosh from 95, except in the year 2021. This is ridiculous, man. My shit's just probably gonna crash at this point.
Maybe you should close down some of your porn windows.
There's no porn windows, babe. Dude, I don't even know if this is gonna work. I'm sure I'm like choppy on the stream too. Copy and value. You know what? I might just move this to like my phone for a minute and like reset my computer. Maybe that's what I should do. I wonder if I can do that. Do I have Zoom downloaded? Probably not. Isn't this entertaining, guys? Me trying to figure out my computer that's destroyed. Zoom. All right, I have the link copied. Just let me have Greg's window so I can message him. Yes, install. Good grief. It's like completely frozen. Hey, there's Greg. The window finally popped up. Let me see if I can just log into. Oh, you know what though? It wouldn't work. I'd have to like make this person a host or something. It'd be better off if I could just. I can't even join the meeting anyway because I need the fucking. God bless it. Control V. Oh, hold up. And send. This may send to him. And then I can just go back to the window of Zoom and just sit there. Or sending might be too much. It's like. I don't know, dude. I think that sent. We'll see. It is running smoothly. Okay, well, it's not on my end, but it's as long as it is on your end. Well, yeah, I'm gonna be going live from Yellowstone. I'm gonna be going live a lot from at least from West Yellowstone. Can't go live from Yellowstone proper because there's just no service. But I'll be filming myself. Got a fancy schmancy new phone, so I'll make sure to like set up video and whatnot. And Rudy had awesome footage, so you know it'll be tough to match his quality, but I'm going to be trying to kind of get more quality stuff along the lines of Rudy. Wow, West Pizza, many wrenches needed because there's lots of nuts on the loose, right? That's just brilliant play on words. Dark, did you get the link? Okay, I sent you the link. Okay, the computer's going a little bit better now too. Okay. Why isn't Albert a wrench? You're Albert, you're a wrench on other channels, right? Add moderator. There you go. Now the rest of y'all don't get so hanky panky schmanky manky if you don't get a wrench. You'll get a wrench one day. I just don't want to see the whole thing. The reason I do wrench is also it helps me see certain people quicker who are usually talking about certain topics that like whether it's just making sure people in the chat are chill or asking questions. So it makes their name pop a little bit. I can't wait to quit. Anywho, Dark, that link was set to you. Chasing Indy is saying Gallatin is in trouble. Uh-oh. And she called her woman. We know what happens when Indy says woman. Oh God, I'm so used to like putting hair behind my ear. It's all gone. She lives in trouble, Indy. Take that. Trouble's her middle name and maiden name. Her parents were fucked. They named her Trouble Trouble. All right, Dark. Maybe you can come on with that ambient music and we can chill for the last hour. Man, I hope I played these LA traffic patterns right. I think I did. That or the first 2 hours to get out of LA are gonna suck donkey balls. If you are brave and in the trouble, I give you title to the bubble. Look quickly down into the rubble. And then scream out loud, wubble, wubble, wubble. There's my poem. Go find the treasure. You like my poem, babe? Thank you. Escape from LA. That's a great movie. Kurt Russell at his finest. Snake Plissken. Ding, ding, ding. I actually like Escape from LA more than I like Escape from New York. How about that for a hot take? Neither compare to Big Trouble in Little China, of course, but I'm not trying to get on a soapbox right now. Don't get me started on anything, like how to live life. We live in a matrix. Don't get me going. Is there enough internet in West Yellowstone for me to like play online baseball? I hope. Like, do these motels have like Wi-Fi and shit? I'll use my phone as a hotspot. Actually, I might have to do that. That might work. I don't know. Would that work? I don't know that I'm meeting up with Cynthia or any of the Nookers. But if they are there, come say hi to me, please. Please, would love to chat. Gallatin, I agree with the 300, 500 thing. It's a fun coincidence that the spot I was at works that way, but I agree. Could be bullshit, for lack of a better term. Could be bullshit. Yes. Yes. Oh, hell yeah, I'm taking the Xbox. I just started getting good at MLB The Show. And I can't not be good anymore. And I figure I started playing a little too much around you. And so I'll get it all out of my system at night when I'm at the hotel. I'll just be playing fucking baseball. And then when I get home, I'll be sick of the game and won't want to play it anymore. All you need to do is just put your Apple TV back here so you can watch shit, or stream from your phone. But it works. It's not like I'm. Are you mad? No. Do you want the Xbox?
No. I was have to now figure out how to watch TV, but I'll figure it out.
Another excuse to just get another guy here to take care of the house while I'm gone, huh? You need help with your weed getting packed.
I don't. Yeah, you do all these things for me,
babe. I have taught you all the ways, so you can lay in bed here like a good little child of Gideon. That's a low key. Gilead, not Gideon. Gilead. Oh, I said Gideon. Fuck, I fucked it up. Whatever, Gilead. I was doing a Handmaid's Tale reference to you, like living like a nun in the house while I'm gone, not even making eye contact with the opposite sex.
Really?
Yeah. I love you.
I love you too. I'll make you a sandwich.
I found my Yellowstone hoodie too.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I wanted to wear that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't I have a t-shirt too? I think I grabbed that as well.
You bought a t-shirt. This one is mine, but we bought you one too. We think we have matching ones.
I can't believe I'm doing this. I was honestly about to just go, fuck it. I don't want to go. But whatever. Why not?
Yeah, make you a sandwich.
You only live once. Thank you, babe. Right, 300 or 200, like any of those numbers. I don't know what to pay attention to when it comes to that shit. Where people normally wouldn't go to me, across that Madison River. There's no reason for you to cross that Madison River unless you're involved in a Forrest Fenn treasure hunt. End of story. Check and mate. That doesn't make Madison River correct. I'm just saying it's that kind of thinking of what you mean by normally wouldn't go. A lot of people, I think early in the chase, when they said normally wouldn't go, that meant like somewhere dangerous or really off the beaten path and required like a hike of 2 or 3 miles. This makes much more sense. Guys, don't go where an 80-year-old wouldn't go. An 80-year-old, he doesn't say don't go where an 79 or 80-year-old wouldn't go, who was also in the Air Force and could parachute and live in the jungle. He wasn't saying that. He said just don't go where a 79 or 80-year-old wouldn't go. A 79 or 80-year-old isn't going to hike for 3 miles with 22 pounds of weight on their back. They're just not. And certainly not going to do it twice. That's ridiculous. Some people's stalls were like 2.5 miles from their parking spot. You're telling me he walked 2.5 miles, 2.5 miles. That's 5. 2.5 miles, 2.5. He walked 10 miles in a day with 20 pounds on his back at 80 years old. You're out of your mind. Steve, good call. I will take pictures of that. Right. I agree. It will be isolated, Gallatin, but my definition of isolated is honestly if it's in an area like, for instance, the Madison River, it's on the other side of it. Or if it's in the fire hole, it's on the other side of it. That it makes it isolated because normally people don't walk across. Searchers might walk across, but people wouldn't. And I firmly believe he hid that chest before the book ever came out, maybe long before the book ever came out, and knew that people wouldn't walk to that area. And that's what gave him his confidence to put out the book and sit there in interviews and go, no one's going to stumble over this chest. He knew that because that chest had been out there for, I think, well over a decade. I think he hid the chest in the 90s. I think he hid the chest in like 1995, 1994. And he knew no one's going to stumble on it because no one did for 15 fucking years with not knowing it was there. Searchers might one day stumble upon it, but no random person's going to stumble upon it. He knew that with certainty because he hid the chest long before he ever released the stories, the poem, everything. It just makes the most sense. And honestly, it's the most Occam's razor. I know it involves a conspiracy of him lying about when he hid the chest, but it's most Occam's razor. How was he so fucking confident no one would stumble upon a chest, especially let's say if it's in Yellowstone? Because he put it somewhere and he waited and he waited. But people saw his chest in his vault, Ben. Again, maybe there's two chests. Two spots, double omegas. He wrote a poem that can actually be solved correctly twice. And it actually takes you to two different spots. Why not? He worked on the poem for 15 years. He's an architect. He cares about his legacy. Oh, nope, all that's over at the end. Nope. I don't buy it. I don't fucking buy it. You know what? That brings me to another clip that YouTube. Oh, yeah, but my computer's going slow, so I'm not going to do it. Fuck it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. That's what I was going to do. I was going to do Leonardo DiCaprio from Wolf of Wall Street. I'm not going to go. I'm not going to fucking go. He says he's not going to leave, or I'm not going to fucking leave. I'm not leaving the chase. It's not over. It's 200 feet from the south side. I agree with Carrie. And that's why I love that fucking tree. The tree is right there. It's hidden. You can't see it. You can see it. It's right in front of your eyes. You can't fucking tell what it is. You need to cross the river to see it. You have to walk on the other side of it. Only a search. Now, again, I think a searcher should have seen that within a couple of years. So that's the only thing I say that's bad about my spot is it should have been found by a searcher within a couple of years. Given how popular the Madison was at one point in this chase. Oh wow, that was fast. Thank you so much, babe. Ben is not the type to do this shit. To do what shit? Forrest Fenn's daughters probably saw a second chest in the will and they flipped out and lost the 200 pages of the will. It's just interesting how the numbers all seem to correlate. 200 feet, 200 pages missing. And I mean, I think that's a fun idea, Carrie, and it would be a good movie ending. I'm going to eat on camera, guys. I know how unbecoming that is, but I'm hungry. Thank you, baby. All right, Dillard. An 80-year-old person would not logically cross the river, but an 80-year-old person can cross that river just as easily as I can. So this is a treasure hunt. It is his spot. He went to this spot as a younger person. So he's crossed this spot before. And remember, he said he's not been able to do it again. Why is he leaving his trove for all to seek? He's done it tired and now he's weak. He was tired and weak after crossing that Madison a couple times. He knew that was the last time he could ever cross the Madison. And that is why it means so much to him. It was his final time crossing the Madison. He knew maybe he could get back there to lay his bones, but there's no way he could do the whole thing and bring it back to his car. He says he could go back, but I think the meaning here is he's done the Madison tired and weak. He can't ever do it again. And he's leaving that chest out for someone else to find and do. My grandpa was a fisherman. I'm not, but my grandpa was fishing at fucking 80. Right in the middle of a river, so. Granted, he stopped at like 82, but he was fishing at 78, 79, 80. Much more believable than saying he went 2.5 miles on foot down some fucking trail and then off a beaten path. No way. But again, that's where I go, no way. And you go, oh, Ben, come on, no. Right, but then that's what I say when you do the same thing, whoever you are out there. See how this game is played? Read what Galton said, guys. Galton's been searching that river for years. Older people cross all the time. Don't underestimate Forrest and his will to make it happen like he wanted to. Said he would make it happen no matter what. And again, I think the don't go with 79 or 80-year-old is a hint to just don't go to dangerous places. I don't think he did it at 79 or 80. I think he did it at 65. Why do you think he brings up the number 65 a lot in his interviews? Oh, 65 years this, 65 years that. I think he hid the chest when he was 65 years old. Boom. Motherfucking boom. Yo, that makes a lot of sense. I think I just motherfucking boomed a real thing. I think I'm right. Diller said Forrest referred to an 80-year-old, not to himself. He was 65 when he did this, babe.
Can I sit in here with you?
Absolutely. Forrest Fenn brings up the number 65 all the time, babe.
Yeah.
If we subtract 15 years from the time he allegedly hit the chest in 09 or 10, well, that makes him 65 years old when he actually hit the chest in 1995 or 4. He always brings up 65. 65 years ago, I did this. 65 years ago, that. What if he was always hinting to the real date in which he hid the chest?
That'd be interesting.
I don't know how that helps us solve the poem, but I think it all does somehow, some way. Gotta look at the big picture. I think Greg's on. I am murdering the sandwich, bro.
Because it's a great sandwich.
She makes delicious sandwiches. What's up, Greg?
Hey, what's up?
How many chess matches did you win last night?
Well, against people all around the world, I only won 2, lost 3, but in total, like with people watching or from the community, I think 9, maybe.
I was about to say you were streaking there at the end, I think.
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, David Crump played and Godelkin played. Lucky Digger played. Calazars would have played if I hadn't gotten too late. Mark Lewis played.
Damn.
Hey,
I should have played, but I got so excited about this baseball game.
That's all right.
Dude,
hey.
I have sucked at this baseball game for 3 months now. I finally sat down and I watched a YouTube video from some kid on how to fucking hit. And I was like, this looks so stupid and ridiculous. And I did what he said, and now I'm crushing it. So
yeah, they've really made the baseball and football, like even the Madden games are so control oriented. It's not as simple as it used to be.
And I like that. It really does make it a competitive skill. And you know what? At this pace in 10 or 15 years, that shit is going to be like competitive, like professional sports are.
Yeah. Hey, Sam, USA China. Hey, thanks, Mario. Glad you liked it. It's okay,
Albert. I leave for Yellowstone in about an hour.
Hey, Eleanor was just in the background. My coonhound just finally made an appearance. She just jumped on the couch. She's always sleeping.
I saw it. I thought it was like a person crawling behind you at first, and then I realized it was a dog.
She's the classic Disney dog shape, you know, that sulking, slinking, like scared dog shape, you know?
Yeah.
I won't be breaking any rules, Javi.
Yeah, Sam, you got to get on you can, Calzars would have played me live, like I said. And Sam, you can, I put, like it was cool. I like that, letting viewers, I was just going to play random people. But anyways, so when you're leaving at 4?
No, I'm leaving at like 1 or 2 my time.
Yeah, 4 my time. I'm sorry, 4 between 4 and 5 my time. Yeah, it's almost happy hour here. I'm just finishing my coffee, and I'm gonna Get to some vodka, maybe.
I'm trying to time this so that when I get into Yellowstone, it's drinking hour. So like noon.
Yeah. Well, they serve. I mean, yeah, they're like Bullwinkle's is open for lunch. They'll give you a Bloody Mary. I don't know about the diners, but you know,
Right? Like the Buffalo bar doesn't even open till like what, 2?
Yeah, we'll try.
yeah, they're more of a
Mm.
not a sports bar, but yeah, they I think they might open a little later than Bullwinkle's.
There's a UFC event happening on Saturday. I gotta be able to make sure the bar I'm going to has that. Or I guess I could just watch it on my phone.
Hey, Davey. Dale's flying out tomorrow, he said in chat. I was like, Dale's going to Yellowstone? Or flying? Does he mean flying in or flying? Is he leaving or coming to? It's ambiguous.
Albert took it to that level.
Yeah. Don't tap your foot on the floor, Albert. Like an airport, you know. Yeah, Mario, like I had some really big blunders last night. The dog was distracting me and there was a couple big mistakes early on. I settled in though. So yeah, I went to bed. I think I went to bed at 6 a.m. Eastern, fed the dogs. I got offline at almost 4 here, I think.
Jeez.
Oh no, it was maybe about 4 hours, 11:30.
It was, wasn't it? It was like 1 in the morning for me. Fuck.
I started
that's
11:30 Eastern. Yeah, I started 11:30 Eastern, almost 4 hours. Yeah, and then I just kind of was awake. I'm on the night schedule still, so yeah, got up around 1.
Oh, you work nights?
Yeah, but so I'm on the schedule
That
still,
explains
even though
it.
I'm off. Even though I'm off.
Right. That's how it used to be for me when I worked in college. I worked in Vegas at the nightclubs. You get off of work at like 8 a.m. and you're just like, now what do I do?
Yeah. Dale said first round is on me. Dale's heading to Yellowstone. Yeah.
All right, Dale, come find me. Come find me. First round's on you. Second round's on me. I want to play poker. Where do we play poker in this godforsaken cowboy city town?
There's a couple places. If you look it up on Google, there's a couple places I think they have live game. There's one not on Canyon Street. I think it's the cross street. I think it's the street that the park was on that we had our picnic at the Fenn finale. Like if one direction, there was like a little mini, like a small little casino that had some live cards. Yeah.
Really? Dope.
I thought there was one right nearby. Like I think it's to the west of Canyon Street somewhere.
Well, I plan on bringing some cash, playing some poker.
Yeah.
You get your phone charger?
Yeah, I plugged the phone charger in. I didn't get the little thingy though. Where'd that thingy go?
It's in the drawer.
No.
Yeah, it's a good time. I wish I could have gone to Yellowstone this year. Actually, yeah. The more I think about it, the more I need to go back just to hang out. It's nice not to like be so pressured to actually have to look for something anymore. You know, just go.
And I was kind of alluding to it, like it's so pressured when you're there, when you're searching, and like you don't have as much time as you ever think you're going to have in a day.
Yep.
1-2 no limit, 2-5 no limit. They have both. Oh, I might be bringing a little bit. I might be bringing a little bit more money than I thought here. I thought they're going to just have some bullshit limit.
And if you fancy to trip up to Big Sky, obviously there's some bigger casinos up there because that's the big resort town.
Oh yeah, that's right. I don't think I'd do that.
Yeah.
If it happens to open up in West Yellowstone, perfect. I'm just gonna kind of. I mean, this is what happened to me last month. We had so many spots. Now, granted, I had the teenagers and everybody who hadn't been there before and wanted to see. I wanted to show them things, so I had a bunch of spots to go to. Once we got to that West Yellowstone area, it was just like, oh my God, there's internet, there's showers, there's bars. Let's just stop going places. Can we just stay here and you can just look at Yellowstone for the next 5 days? I was like, yeah, let's just do that. Fuck it.
Yeah, you and I can be like Dumb and Dumber and roll into the big resort town of Big Sky, like when they go to Aspen.
Top hats?
Yeah, in our orange and powder seafoam green tuxes, and we can just kick the door open of the swanky casino, and everyone just turns around with their Big Sky money.
I would have to announce, like from Step Brothers, we're here to fuck shit up.
I'm gonna go to the bar, put out the vibe.
I'm gonna do that in West Yellowstone. I'm just gonna announce that shit. I'm here to fuck shit up.
Yeah, I'm here to treasure hunt and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of bubble gum.
That's right. I'm gonna look for these trail cams that everyone seems to be talking about so much.
Oh God. As I said last night, I think it was last night, or was it on my little brief after show after your show? I don't know. Maybe they just put them up for half an hour or an hour and just stood there getting some B-roll film, for some kind of personal movie memorabilia nostalgia
Absolutely.
they want to.
It could easily be that.
Because unless it's Discovery Channel or Planet Earth or some big outfit, I don't know. I don't really know how you apply for
I don't know that a trail cam would
permit.
give you like the best quality footage though. Maybe it would.
Well, they've come a long
They
way.
have in 4K, I guess.
You've seen some of the cameras that drones have now. So
yeah, that's a good
but
point.
I just mean, why do people keep thinking, oh, they're trying to catch Jack on camera? Why would he be in Yellowstone?
Why would Jack ever go near that spot?
Why would he go near there right now?
5 years.
I know. That's what I'm saying. So I think
for anyone thinking that's going to happen, you can put that.
I think people are just trying to capture some for half an hour, maybe of just some personal B-roll for like nostalgia, or if they're making a YouTube video.
What if you caught Shiloh?
I don't think anyone's going to be up there personally.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. Well, I could see Shiloh doing it on a random quiet August night.
He'd probably go like on a Tuesday in September or something, or
sure. But
when no one's
around.
around.
He could fly in for the day, go to the spot for a couple hours and fly out and be home by dinner time.
I know we've seen pictures of Shiloh, but I don't know if anyone would really log. Besides, some people have really good photographic memory. Like. You might not pick him out of a crowd of parked cars that easily, unless you.
I've heard he's a good looking dude.
Asking or see a New Mexico license plate. Yeah, I don't think he'd be up there this weekend. Big deal. It's just Forrest's birthday, 91st birthday. Who cares?
Right. Forrest jumps out of a cake. Ha ha, fuckers! I'm still here. God, wouldn't that be a trip?
Nah.
Hell is no place for the meek. Well, I think no place. The meek inherit the earth. So is the earth no place for the meek? From there, it's not earth. From there, it's water.
Go to ground.
I like from there, it's water. As in your next spot after putting in is water crossing. No place for the meek is no place for earth. Earth, wind, fire, water. So I'm going to guess water. Your next move is water. Oh, lo and behold, there's the Madison.
Yeah.
I kind of like it.
Well, yeah, if you're putting in, then for the meek,
putting yourself into the Madison, you're in water now. The poem confirms it.
No place for the meek is literally the water crossing.
Right. And then the end, and then right after
the
end ever drawing nigh, the Madison just comes from your left. Nigh is left.
You can't be scared.
I like it.
Well, the end wouldn't. I don't know if the end would be to the left.
Well, the end is coming.
The river
from
flow
left.
Is coming from your left if you're crossing.
Right. So the end. That's a tough one.
I never liked nigh for left. I just like near. Like the end is nigh.
And what if it's not a clue? What if it's not a clue anyways?
Right. Yeah.
Right. So the end is ever drawing nigh is in like the end of the chase is almost here.
Everyone always loved the word left, because it was like
because it felt secret.
Because it was the fourth definition in Old English.
Right.
I'm like, okay, but the end is ever drawing nigh is like the end is near. The end
but
of the journey is near.
No paddle up your creek. You have to go to the archaic definition to make the Madison River work for being a creek. You do. Because the archaic for creek is a narrow or winding passage. You can call the Madison at 9 Mile or at Mount Haines a narrow or winding passage.
Well, there's also that little like rivulet that's not even like a named. It's like just a drainage rivulet that comes from the Mount Haines area into the Madison, kind of like it's not even a named creek. It's just like a little teeny strip of water that kind of dumps into the Madison, or the Madison fills it up even,
Right. Hey, Davi. The Chinese knew how to hide old treasures. It's interesting you said that. I think I've mentioned it once before, but I'll bring it up again because it's just interesting. If I remember it all correctly. In the Codex, Doug Preston writes a part in the chapter where a man is telling someone else about how Genghis Khan wanted to die with all of his treasures and be entombed with them. But he was worried that people would raid and loot his grave knowing all these treasures were there. So he hired the smartest man in the world to come up with a plan. And so this smart man comes up with a plan and has, upon Genghis Khan's death, he has 10,000 workers go to a spot, dig up a spot to entomb Genghis Khan with all of his treasures and like virgin sacrifices and all this shit. And they bury it in. And then these workers are then attacked by another group of 10,000 troops. These 10,000 troops kill all the workers, so the workers can't say anything or come back. The troops then ride over the area to get rid of any trace that there's anything buried. Then upon arriving back to the smartest man who's at the city, where Genghis Khan lived, I can't remember all the details. Upon arriving back, the smartest man was sitting there with the rest of Genghis Khan's army, and they killed the army that killed the workers, thus by ensuring no one knew where the treasure was. And then the world's smartest man killed himself. That was the plan to entomb Genghis Khan with all of his riches, according to a story being told in Doug Preston's The Codex. I just find it I found it a really good, what's the word I'm blanking? Soliloquy? When you're using a story to tell a bigger story, a meta story. You know what I mean?
I thought a soliloquy is like when you died, like when you just go off on a tangent by yourself talking aloud for a while.
Right, but then I thought I had to like circle back to the point or something. Whatever. I think you get the point I'm trying to make. It's cool, and we know the whole book is about the eccentric art dealer from Santa Fe entombing himself with his riches, and the whole chase is about our eccentric Santa Fe art dealer who wanted to, quote, entomb himself with the riches.
Yeah.
It's interesting how he always talked about that, yet that wasn't what happened. Oh, my plan got foiled, so here's what happened instead. Like, what happened instead was your plan. Like, plans change all the time. Why keep bringing that up?
Mario thanked you, Ben and Ashley, and said it's a good time for UK people in the UK, like Britt Chaser and Mario and Adam. Because it's it's like 8:30 there or 7:30.
I was hearing you mention that last night, Dark, where you were like, hey, maybe Mario could be up or Fadi could be up. You were like hoping to stay awake for him, but
they've popped in before when I've gone really late, but that's why I was digging the afternoon shows, because like A Gypsy's Kiss used to do Wednesday and Friday afternoons. And I like that. I like that time zone because, there's a lot of retired people in the chase, but there's also just people at work or
and COVID changed everybody's schedules.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Certainly mine.
But as long as that's why I just want to. I know more people in the UK, and obviously like Davey in Australia, he's up late anyway. But I think it's midnight there, 1 a.m. I don't know, but it's cool to get more people from all over the place. So agreed. I like the afternoons. Plus, it fits my schedule. I wake up and I can do an hour and a half before wife gets home, and we got to think about dinner and stuff like that. So
right.
And working at night doesn't bode well. Working at night doesn't bode well for primetime YouTube viewing, like Calazar's and you guys and Susie and stuff like that.
Yeah. Prime time.
Yeah.
So you got a spot I should go look at, Dark? Give me a spot.
No, I mean,
while I'm there.
Nah, like I said last. I think I mentioned it last night. I was before I can't. Yeah, it's 3 a.m. Davey's exactly 12 hours. Yeah, I was looking at the Madison area. Had I gone back before the pandemic happened, like I canceled. My trip was scheduled for June 9th. But I had canceled it 2 weeks prior in May, and then it ended. But I was looking at the Madison as a place to revisit. Right near like the Teachers with Ropes drawings, where there's that canyon. Like if you were to cross the Madison, there's a little canyon that goes beyond, just south of the woods. There's kind of like a little strip canyon, sort of. I don't have maps up. Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
But it's near 9 Mile Hole, and it's between
a little
like,
more north of the 9 Mile Hole.
And I was also looking at like the nice creek parking spot where the 7 Mile Bridge is, because it says no paddle up your creek, and that's a named creek parking lot. So I'm like, oh, maybe you park there, but you go, you don't, you know what I mean? Like
maybe you walk up, you don't paddle up,
or you go across the street versus up the. I don't know.
I want to check that out. I discounted these.
It was between Madison Junction and 7 Mile Bridge.
Yeah.
So hey, Amy Gwynn. Hey, Davio.
Hey, Davio.
Yeah.
I think USA China's on the road. USA China's talking some shit, like there's some 1-2 no limit, 2-5 no limit poker going down. That would be just a gift from the gods if that were the case.
I told you,
West
yeah. I
Yellowstone.
mean, I should do yeah. I mean, I know I can picture it right now. I can't remember the road that's north of, like right on the corner of Bullwinkles and Canyon that intersects right there. But I think if you go west on the way to Buffalo Bar, there was like a little storefront. It was a small little slot and live poker casino. It was right near there. It's not far from Bullwinkles at all.
Interesting.
Maybe if I pull up Google Maps right now, I'm not going to do a share screen. I'm just going to see if I can see it at all. You know,
yeah, USA said again, there is. I'm excited.
Oh, you can listen if there's
the budget just went up $1,000.
Listen, if there's a poker game, Sam can sniff it out, so he wouldn't lie to you.
I'm ready. I haven't played poker in so long because casinos here shut down poker. There's Commerce Casino. They opened it up again, and I've played a tournament or two there, but I haven't played a cash game in so long. It's been my last cash game was probably 2 weeks before COVID ended shit.
Yeah. I gotta go to Street View. I'm not really watching chat right now. I'm just so there's okay. We're driving around.
I had to yell at an old man at that public park for talking to the daughters. Creepy, like 70-year-old old man was talking to our 15-year-old. I'm like, dude, she's 15. Walk the fuck away.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like everybody was chilling for getting ready for like 4th of July fireworks. And like Ashley and I were like, oh, away from them, but like within walking distance. And she texted me and I was like, oh, I'll take care of this shit. And walked over there in like 30 seconds and
she's just 15 years old. Leave her alone. They say, oh, it's 16 in the song. Oh,
yeah, but it's perfect to change it. I should have just done that. I should have just sung that song to him. Ashley's walking around right now.
Yeah, there's Slippery Otter. Dang it. I think I gotta go down the street. I think it's on Madison Avenue, maybe. Yeah. Sorry, I'm not trying to ignore anybody out there. This is Ben's show anyway. I'm just here.
I'm looking at the chat. They're all just chit chat. Roll your own, smoke them if you got them, shape them from stone in your hand, knock them out round. Pinball wizard, thumb, the shot marble. Whoa.
Oh, I think I'm almost there. Yeah, here it is.
Paul, no, I don't think I need you to take Ashley to go search.
Yeah, there's the Log Cabin Casino on Madison Ave next to the Old Town Cafe has poker, line games.
How long has that been in existence?
Keno, I don't know.
Is it like old school? Like, is it from like Fenn's age, or is it like recent?
Well,
I'd love to play poker in a place where like it was an old school place.
I didn't look up their bio, but I mean, Sam might remember other names. There's a couple places in town.
Hey, Paul, Ashley's not coming with me. It's just me going. Davio, I'm heading out in about half hour, 45 minutes, hour or so. I'm going to cut the stream off here at 1. And then load my bags into the car and head on out. I did all my preparing last night, so I'm good. I had to wait for a couple things in the laundry to finish here the last second. And I'm going to throw them in my bags before I walk out. So I'm just killing time right now.
Yeah. And I'm just up drinking some coffee.
Coffee at 4:30 p.m.
3:30. 3:30.
Little candy in it. Oh, 3:30. That's right. Shit.
Yeah.
It might as well be 5 o'clock.
Yeah, I know. It'll be like I said, happy hour cometh real soon.
I got my vape pens ready. I'm ready to quit smoking. Got my last 2 packs.
Quit smoking witch.
I'm out. What?
Quit smoking witch. All around.
No, just the cigarettes.
Cigaretten.
So two packs. Whenever these 2 packs are done, I'm done. And then I'll reset my lungs while I'm up in Yellowstone.
Yeah.
If you see me smoking in Yellowstone,
or you'll be out of wind super fast.
Yeah. Yeah, I like to drive at night, Davio. It's just easier. Despite it seeming like it might not be, I find it to be easier. You got headlights out, you can see where every car is. Sometimes, like in the dusk hours or the when the sun's shining, it's just fucking hot. It's annoying. I like the night drive.
Yeah, sun glare can be annoying, but I also one thing about night driving is I mean some animals run out in front of you. It depends on the weather.
I agree with that. I agree with that. However, I mean, I don't really have to worry about animals on those roads until I'm in Idaho or the
Yeah.
northern end of Utah. I honestly think I'll be at animal territory by the time the sun is coming up.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you never know.
No, for sure. I mean that's something to take into account. But also the roads are so fucking clear these days at night still. As a remnant from COVID, I think that like you just fucking throw those brights on, you'll see it coming.
Yeah, as long as you're courteous with turning them off when a car comes towards you. Yeah, I rock the brights because if no one's out in the roads, you might as well.
Yeah. You just got look. I hate people who aren't courteous with their brights. Like, learn how to drive properly and be courteous. Shut your fucking brights off the second you see headlights.
Well, there's even the regular lights now that seem like brights. I swear. Or the
Those are
halogens
so
and things.
annoying.
Yeah, and then I've had car flash their lights at me like, "Hey, turn down your lights," and they're just my regular daylight, like not daylight, but like my regular running
Right.
headlights. My brights aren't on. Like, what are you talking about? Unless they're trying to do the slick. There's a cop up ahead warning. You know.
Favetta, I don't know if that little hearth is the blaze or not. You would think it would be an interesting blaze that because it's not feasible to remove. It's feasible to destroy though. You just got to move the rocks around. But you've not removed the blaze. If the blaze, if you are just a sum of your parts, a hearth is just a sum of stones. So you haven't removed the blaze by moving the stones, scattering, fucking it all up. And it's not feasible to remove those stones because you're just not going to do that. So, something as intricate as like that hearth is almost outlandish in thought, but workable in theory. It doesn't match Jack saying, he had to imagine what the blaze looked like damage unless that picture's old and that hearth has become damaged. If it became damage would mean essentially some of those stones fell. If some of those stones fell, they could have easily obfuscated your view of a chest, even if you were within 6 feet. I don't know how you don't flip over every fucking rock there, though, if you see something like that, right? Should we just look at that picture again? My computer's going so. Oh yeah, I can. Oh, I clicked out of it. I forgot. Shit. Never mind.
So Bandit last night. I don't know if you're still watching. I took the dogs out. Like I took a little lavatory break. I don't know if you're still watching the stream or maybe you're listening while you're playing baseball. Took them out. I used the restroom. Come back, and Bandit, the 15-year-old beagle, starts pacing right over here. Right. I'm like, all right, crap. I'm like, does he have to drop a deuce? Like, what's going on? I mean, he was pacing. I thought he was scrounging and he started to look upset, nervous. Then he walks off. I'm like, all right, I think he's all right. And I took another little break. I'm just going to go check the dog real quick. Then he decided to leave a steamer over somewhere else, but I started smelling it live. And I was trying to keep a straight face. I'm in the middle of a game and like trying to have my eyes water and like.
Better than pee.
Yeah, you're right. That's what I had to do this morning or just recently, but I couldn't get on Zoom right away. I had to use the little carpet cleaner,
Poop smells worse, but it's so much easier to clean up.
Oh yeah. It was just annoying. I'm like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
He's pretty regular and I think he's just getting older.
You know what? Motherfucker gave you the warning sign, bitch. You should have taken his ass out right away.
I thought he was just messing around, man. I don't know what he was doing. Trolling me. It's like, oh, you're live? Oh, you just got back to your seat? Oh.
Our chocolate lab started like barking her ass off at like right after you stopped streaming. It's like 1:30 or 1:45. Right as I was laying down, and I was just like, I'm gonna hope she's barking at headlights and assume she doesn't have to go to the bathroom and there isn't someone at our door right now because I'm not getting up. And she stopped, thank God. But there was no poop or pee. If she poops or pees, that is a fucking travesty in this house.
Yeah, well,
that chocolate lab. Anyway,
tell you what, that Bissell carpet cleaner is paid for itself Honestly, though, it's just so handy. You don't gotta use towels and soap and all this crap. It's just spray, suction it up. Dump out the dirty water. It's cake.
It's cake. Gallatin. So going back and looking at what's been said, Jack didn't break down to Forrest how he solved the clues. Why not? I'm of the understanding that he did break down the clues to Forrest. He said so in his affidavit, I believe, that when he met with the finder confirmed that he used the poem to go to the precise spot and went through each clue step by step.
Yeah, didn't Forrest say he did figure out the home of Brown?
Forrest confirmed in emails that indeed Jack had, or the finder had figured out what the home of Brown was. And then I think we have in other emails that he has said that aside from the finder, no one else has.
There were a couple schools of thought too on that. I remember like people say, oh, well, Forrest, worded it really well for the affidavit to kind of, because who's going to know, like, he can word it however he likes, whether he's not perjuring himself, but whether he's conveniently wording it. But also,
right.
Some say maybe Jack had clues 1 through 6 or 1 through 7 figured out, and then he was able to kind of, once he figured out what he thought the blaze was, after he went there searching the previous time, and he went back knowing what he was looking for, he kind of brute force his ways through 8 and 9 or something like that. Once he figured out it was.
How did he just somehow find out what the blaze was in the book?
He claims there's a hint in the book. I don't know.
Right, but he himself had to have this epiphany to find this morsel of evidence in the book to somehow make it all come together to know what the blaze is.
I just mean like what Gallatin was saying, that
right.
Forrest could word things conveniently to obviously. Yeah, he's basically just saying in a more extravagant way, he's the solver. Like he did enough to find the damn thing. Whether he sleuthed all 9 clues before he left his house or not, or you know what I mean? It's just okay. Yes, he did enough to find my treasure, but I can say that he walked me through every single clue if it makes you feel better,
Exactly.
Because he didn't say I'm going to deny anyone the chest who didn't exactly figure out clue 8.
No, he just said you don't win the game unless you get the chest.
Right. Yeah. Until you retrieve it. Right. So. Right. Yeah. But anyways, but also, like I said, people think Jack might not have everything figured out, but brute force the final.
Paul has hit in a 10K by 9 Mile hole.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Thanks, Paul. I will. I'm going to be on the lookout for that. Is it 10? Is it just 10K in cash, or is it in like a like a bundle, like a duffel bag or something?
It's in rupees. You need lots of duffel bags for those.
Yo, rupees look nice though.
Yeah. All right.
They're colorful denomination.
Oh crap! K-Pro just got here.
What's up, K-Pro? Oh,
crap.
Everybody stop talking about
disconnect. Everyone retract your messages. Disconnect.
Condor 2 said he liked someone's video where they say the book hinted the blaze was carved on a tree. Do I need the book to think something is carved on a tree to be the blaze?
Yeah, because you can look up definitions of blazes, like trail markers and so forth. And...
I mean, unless the book is telling me what exactly is carved on the tree. But fuck me if I wasn't already looking for strange carvings on a fucking tree.
Well, in my nightcap show, I was talking like, Adam Foddy was there, and we were saying, not that we thought the blaze was something more magical or permanent, but like an F is just like almost kind of lame. Like here below this F is Forrest Fenn's treasure. But, and also when Forrest said,
that is feasible to remove.
Well, that's what we said. But in Forrest's mind, when he said that, was he saying, because how does a tree last for 1,000 years? But unless you were to cut down the tree, drag it out of the forest with that F on it. So even if lightning knocked the tree down or something else knocked the tree down, the F might still be there. So the blaze could be damaged because it's not as high in the air as it used to be.
But it's still there.
But anyone with a hatchet could carve that F out. But feasible for an entire tree to be dragged out of Yellowstone and destroyed, put in a wood chipper.
Right.
That term of feasible, I could understand. Not feasible to remove that entire structure that the blaze is on. If it's a stupid carving, though, I don't know.
I've always wondered if what wise plays into it, being wise to find the blaze. Is it almost something where it does fit what I've been calling what Fenn has said here in the aftermath, a little bit of retconning, if you know that term?
I don't think I'm familiar.
Retcon is essentially when a TV show, for instance, puts in a storyline And later on a following season, they changed that storyline in a way where they literally just changed the facts of the show because it wasn't working. So
Oh,
they
okay.
just changed it. And so it sounded like that's what he was kind of doing in some aspects. Oh shit! Because I went on that tangent, I forgot my main point. What were we saying?
I don't know. We were just talking about the blaze not being feasible, and that's how he
not being
worded it.
feasible and being wise. I'm wondering if Forrest was actually being truthful when he said he was leaving it up to fate to decide how this could be found in a way of what nature would do to the blaze. If you've been wise and found the blaze, almost sounds like a bonus. Like you should already be where the chest is. But if you've been wise and found the blaze, then just look quickly down. So it's an extra helper to find the chest, but you can hypothetically get it without.
It's also in past tense though. Like if you've been wise, like if you've already figured it out from home, if you've been wise to get to this point, now look down, it's right there.
K-Pro wants to know if we think he made the blaze. I think so, unless he found something. The one comment I think destroys the one comment that works in favor of not making the blaze and using something that's already existing naturally is when he says it was a perfect spot, I would make it work.
Well, two things I was going to say. One, before K-Pro's question, it was about when the chase first started. He was pretty adamant that the clues would stand the test of time. They would last a long time. And then once the chase ended and it was found out that the blaze was not intact, he sounded surprised almost, like almost like he didn't expect that to happen. But, and for K-Pro's point, he said that the locations existed, but the clues did not. So
some of the clues did not.
Right. But I'm saying, if the blaze is if he carved an F, did the tree already exist? But he made that spot where the blaze lies. I don't know.
Right.
So it can be a yes, and it can be I feel like it can be a very tricky way to answer that question.
I like the idea of that hearth being a blaze of if he were to make something.
Yeah.
If you're going to make something, you need to make something so sturdy, rock solid, and weighted that it can't be moved by nature. And it would be something like that.
Yeah.
That seems like a lot of work for anybody to do alone. But again, I think he hid the chest when he was 65 years old. So I think he'd easily make this hearth at 65.
Hearth.
Making anything else like a carving or like nailing to the tree like a fishnet. I
feel like a hearth is just going to attract too much. I feel like a hearth is just going to attract too much curiosity.
Nobody knows where this hearth is.
No, what?
Nobody knows where this hearth is.
No. I just mean like if some random hiker saw a structure
structure like that, fair.
It's not usually in the woods. They'd be like, oh, what the hell is this?
Unless the chest is so well hidden within that structure that unless you knew there was something in the structure, you just go, oh, cool structure, take a picture and walk away. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which seems like maybe that's what happened. This picture of this hearth from this person who went to this spot was not a searcher, and it just seemed like something cool they stumbled upon. Yeah. And they didn't even give location for it. And they wiped the metadata. I looked through the pictures. There's no metadata on those pictures, so they made sure to go and cover their tracks. So who knows?
I get what you're saying, Mario. Yeah, I mean, the blaze could still be on the tree even if the tree falls, is what I mean. So technically, it's blaze damaged. Exactly.
And that's imagining what it looks like damage. So imagining where that carving is on the tree would maybe it's on the part that's covering the ground and he just can't see it. But he said he actually ended up seeing the blaze once he found the chest.
Once he found the disturbed ground, right? He said he kind of looked.
So he still had to look up and see something.
And looking up is almost ambiguous. We think look up in the air, but you could look up 20 feet in front of you. Like I looked up ahead on the trail.
And you could look up an inch from the chest.
Yeah, I looked up ahead 10 feet because where the blaze fell, it's where the tree. Gallatin said, yeah, you could nail something to a tree or tie a ribbon, but with that, I mean, depending on what you nail to the tree or a ribbon, that could eventually deteriorate over 100 years. Or do you mean a searcher, Gallatin, like to mark their search area? I don't know. And Gallatin said it's unlikely a searcher would be 12 feet away and not recognize the blaze. And Forrest was adamant about that. If you get within 12 feet, you'll likely find the chest, right?
Right.
So I think
it should be something that stands out.
Well, if it was high enough on a tree or on a rock or something, and you get to within 12 feet, you probably are looking forward in front of you. And then down, maybe.
And Fenn says anybody within 12 feet would recognize the blaze. Let's dissect that for a second.
Yeah.
Is he saying because you've solved 8 out of 9 clues, you would then be able to actually understand what the blaze looks like and find it, thereby solving the 9th clue? Or is he just saying once the 8 clues bring you to within 12 feet of the blaze, you'll know what the blaze is, even if you didn't already know what the blaze is? One of those is very different than the other.
Oh, Gallatin said, Greg, you were so close and you're thinking it was in a scrapbook early. I didn't read hardly any scrapbooks.
I stayed away too.
I thought we were kind of told, book, poem, good map. I thought we were kind of told, I don't know, Forrest intimated it or Dale or, no, early on, no hints in the scrapbooks, I don't know. I didn't really take I didn't want to cloud my mind with too many things that could cause rabbit holes. So I wanted to keep it basic, but thanks, Gallatin. I think if
the blaze was damaged early on in the chase, and Forrest said in a couple of different veiled ways that he has a way of knowing if the chest is going to be found. And some people wondered if that meant a trail cam or something. Does he know that the blaze is damaged early on in the chase as well? Because he acted surprised to Jack, right?
Right.
So that would mean that Fenn didn't know the blaze is damaged, which means Fenn did not have eyes on the chest ever throughout the chase, is what Jack is saying.
Well, unless Forrest was playing dumb, because if you believe the storyline that Jack was in contact with Forrest or went to Santa Fe, was it 2019? Waited a year to retrieve the chest.
Oh, right. Yeah.
If you believe that whole storyline, maybe he let Forrest know I was in this area, but I'm not exactly sure.
Dark, I am asking some questions,
but nothing can be revealed. Nothing. I'm saying Forrest can't reveal any details until the chase is over. So I was so surprised, but I was surprised a year ago. I don't know.
It's I don't know. It's just there's so many different ways to take even the most simple things, and that was the best form of encryption, better than any cipher, in my opinion. Sorry, I did that for 5 Leagues, please.
Well, 9 clues. We'd have to, it's so. I was saying the other night, a consensus on anything, a consensus on what the blaze was, a consensus on WWWH. It's, it's just so. How do you
Jack destroy the blaze? I think he said he did. Or no, he said it was destroyed by a force of nature, which I could say that's who Forrest Fenn is. He's a force of nature. Jack could be talking about himself. He's a force of nature. Or he could be talking about the wind or a lightning strike. I don't know.
Cleverly worded.
He knows, or we know that he said that he did dismantle the fake blaze, though. So we know he's capable of dismantling one thing.
Listen,
would
if
he
you
dismantle the real blaze if it wasn't damaged?
I mean, if you're on the ground and you find the chest and you're like, crap, did he already, I didn't follow all the Reddit stuff. So did he already have the thought in his head that if he goes and finds this thing, he had the whole Puerto Rico tax stuff in his mind if he did find it? So he knew on the ground, if I locate this chest, I'm going to hide the blaze because this is my plan I have to hatch. So like he went in knowing, okay, I got to disguise the blaze or throw other people off the trail somehow. He didn't just crack that or hatch that scheme.
You don't come up with a plan if your plan is to leave it there and prepare for.
No, but I'm saying he didn't finally find the chest and then sat there on the ground for an hour crying and said, you know what? Here's my plan. Puerto Rico. He had the Puerto Rico idea in mind before he went boots on the ground.
That would be my guess.
Right. Because he knew he was so certain that his trip back was going to yield the results or something.
Perhaps.
I wouldn't put it. I mean, in a similar situation though, maybe someone else would. I think other people might do the same thing if they're worried about leaving that thing behind. Right. Disguising the blaze.
If that was my course of action, I would damage the. It would depend what the blaze is, of course, but I would try to do it in a way that I could return it to its sanctity once the whole thing was over.
Like just hang some branches in front of it, or
I would do something to make sure that it could never be seen by a searcher until I was comfortable to go back, get it myself, and end the chase. Now, again, I would have a lot of, I don't know that I would do this plan because there are people who could get hurt along the way.
Right. I would have my druthers.
I wouldn't be doing this.
I wouldn't even leave it overnight and go sleep with a bottle of wine. I would
take it immediately.
if I'm not going to leave it a day, I'm not going to leave it a year. No, I'd be
But if you
pacing
are going to
every
leave it a
day.
day, then you could easily leave it a year too. If you're capable of leaving it for that
That's
12 hours,
that's easier said than done.
it's easy.
Uh,
I don't know how he did it for the 12 hours.
A year's a long time to worry that no one comes along.
Oh, I know, but we also know he goes back there. That's what I would do. I would go back there to check on it.
Well, yeah, I just mean when I went boots on the ground, everyone brought a bag big enough to hold the thing. We all had the pipe dream. We're going to find it on this trip, right?
Yeah.
Whether we were going to drive directly to Forrest's house or leave the park or leave our area without saying a word to anybody and just sell it off piecemeal or contact Forrest once we got back to our residence. No one was leaving. I don't think 95% of people would have left that on or probably more would have left that on the ground for a day or a month.
Even knowing all the legal issues.
Yeah. I'd rather take their chances and try to sort it out. Forrest said, put it under your bed for a month, right?
All right. Well, I'm going to cut this off now. I'm going to go get last second stuff done and get on the road.
Yeah.
So I guess Susie's on tonight.
She never really confirms, like she doesn't really schedule us too far in advance, but unless we hear otherwise, she might post on like her community YouTube, tab if she's not. But
you got to go live. Somebody's got to go live. So
I can't tonight. No.
Ah, shit. Well,
not me.
Somebody give me some entertainment tonight.
I just do Forrest Fenn like show cameos now. I don't really schedule.
All right. You're slow. You're dipping your toe.
It interjects itself into my chat. I'm trying to moving away. Oh yeah, Capro said there's the practice poker tournament.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna pass on it. I don't know. It's just a warm up one anyway. But Ashley will play under our account if I can't. So one of us will be playing. All right, gang. Well, safe travels, everybody else. If you're going to Yellowstone, hope to see you there.
Fun trip, safe trip.
Appreciate it. Anything else?
No. I mean, maybe I'll make some friends. I know there's some people going there. Randos, not necessarily like the crew.
Right.
Maybe you'll see some others who are in the area.
It'll be interesting. Everybody comes to me.
If someone wants to come over to my house while Ben is gone and pack me a bowl or help me set up my Apple TV, feel free.
Huh?
And with that, everybody, enjoy your Fridays.